Dang. So, what's up, Gutamon? And thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure having you inside of Full Stack Email Marketer for the last year. And I'm just basically curious, like, how would you compare the freedom you have now versus where you were a year ago before you joined the program?
First of all, thanks so much, Christian, for having me. The program has been pretty insane. I think I joined in when there wasn't many members in the beginning, but it was just so much content and value, and I was just getting results even within the first few months. Um, in yeah, looking back with the freedom of how I have now, like the lifestyle I kind of live now compared to last year or even before I joined the program, I would say it was very scarcity based mindset before that. I'm very scared. I was talking to a friend yesterday and he was just like, dude, you've changed a lot. You're a different person now. Every time I tell you something, you always had some fucking excuse. And now it's just like everything, like anything we talk about or anything that I suggest, like you're just open to it. Like, oh, you can do anything now. And I feel like the biggest thing that I took away from the program is just that big mindset breakthrough of like you can do big things and the capability is there, you're competent. Um, and just from that, the lifestyle has built around like I'm traveling every single month in a different country, and I'm pretty comfortable when I do travel while still being able to get work done. So I would say it's been very liberating of like the person that I thought I wasn't there and the person I knew I deserved to be. And now it's just like I am that person now. And it just feels like, yeah, I'm living the life that I know I deserve.
Wow, that's incredible. I remember that moment in my journey too, and I finally broke free of like the scarcity thinking and mindset and like actually started believing in myself, getting my first real win with email marketing, and then I was off for the races and the rest is history. And so, yeah, I'm curious, like, what does your day-to-day look like now versus before? And it can be more mentally too.
I think my day to day right now is I just have a better routine, but at the same time, I just have so much more flexibility and control over my day. Like it was crazy. Like before this, I would only have like one client or one and a half client, like a freelance client on the side, and it would seem like it take up my whole day and more. But now I have like 3 to 4 clients every single month, and I still have time in my day. Like I regularly still hit the gym like at 1, 2 p.m. Um, I still be able to like do stuff that I want to in the middle of the day in the morning or just shift my work day on a weekend or just work less days in that week. And I'm also able to like do side quests, like life fulfilling stuff. Like I'm learning Mandarin, I'm learning Thai, and I'm also learning like AI coding, like all this developer stuff, on top of delivering way more work than I used to. Um, but I have that freedom, I have that autonomy right now of like, okay, I'm in control of my life and I'm also eating so much healthier. Like I'm hitting the gym, I'm just able to be so much more healthy. I'm sleeping on time. Like I know these things sound like basic stuff, but having your health and being able to do all of these things, it's just insane. Like I could not prioritize myself or my health or my well-being like before that. Like I had the time, but it just for some reason, because of that scarcity thinking, you just think like I need to sacrifice something. But now it's just like, no, if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't do what you want to do, your client work will suffer, you will suffer, and it just doesn't work that way. So yeah, I would say I'm able to do pretty much what I want now every day.
Exactly. That's awesome. Yeah, really my job is just to empower you and help you realize that you can do it and you can take on more than you thought. And, of course, by taking on more work and making more money, you're going to be, working more in most situations. But with you, we're also pushing you over the edge where we're going to take you from where you are now to 25K a month and then eventually hiring a junior under you so that you can go and have a lot more freedom and, travel throughout, 5, 4-star resorts in Japan and Thailand like I did, making 30K a month take home after I pay my team. And yeah, it's a very simple recipe.
Yeah, I think it's like a chicken and egg thing as well sometimes. Like people think, I need systems or I need to like how are you going to save time? Like you're going to take on more work. Like you got to take it on first. You got to go in the trenches first. The stuff will come later because you're already thinking about that. You're not dumb. Like you came into this game for a reason. You are capable. So once you're in the trenches, like you're going to think of systems. You're going to think of ways to optimize, do things better. And now I'm able to do more work with less time and less effort just because just like had like joining the program, like just breaking that mindset. And you're just like, okay, let's just take on more work first with the focus of systemizing things, with the focus that I can optimize things. And yeah, that now I am able to do more with less compared to where I was last year.
Wow, that's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for you. But, all that aside, that's all fantastic and amazing. But I'm curious about your total income before the program and then after. We'd appreciate your candid response.
So before the program, I was making about on average $2K a month. $2,000 a month, and some months it would even hit like 1,005. Some months might be 3,000, but it would average out pretty much to about 2,000. And now I'm at 6 to 8K dollars every single month, and I can see it going hitting above the 10K mark already. It's literally on track to go there. It just somehow feels natural. You're just doing the right steps. But right now I'm easily at about $7 to 8,000 a month.
That's awesome. And yeah, so we're definitely part of the journey where we need to start swapping out some of the lower level clients and start replacing them and hover around 5 clients at a time at
Mhm.
5K a piece, whether it be like emails or a little bit of creatives. Yeah, it's a very awesome, amazing recipe. So that's incredible. Now walk me through. We already asked that. It's okay. I'll clip that out. Okay, so before the program, how long were you stuck before making a change?
I think before the program, I was stuck for pretty much 3 years, 3 to 4 years, I would say. Yeah, I've been in this for a
Wow.
while. Um, and I just had this mindset of like, oh, things has got to be difficult. Things has got to be very, like, you got to be maxed out and feel like shit, or else it's not the right situation. Like, if it's too easy, um, something is wrong, you're gonna get fired soon, or you're not doing a good enough job, or the client sucks. Some weird limiting belief is just stuck there. Now when I look back, it just sounds so dumb. But then I'm just like, why did I ever think that way? Because a lot of the times the client just doesn't have the right offer. The client is the one introducing the barrier to you, or the arrangement with you and the client just isn't right. Like it's just synergy. It's how the systems are optimized. Like are your skills and your capabilities able to deliver for the clients to get the ROI you need? That's at the end of the day, that's what matters. And just because you're killing yourself every day, that has no relation to how good of the results the clients get. So I think that was the biggest mindset breakthrough for me, just thinking that things has to be difficult or you're not doing it right. And yeah, now it's just like, wait, things can be easy. It's just a reframe. It's just like if it's difficult or if it's too hard, if it's taking too much, it's not that it's not right or it's right. It's more like where are things not leveraged the right way? You're just thinking about things the wrong way. It's being arranged wrong. And you just need to think of a way to figure it out. It's either not the right arrangement, not the right time, or not the right offer. So yeah, that the biggest thing that got me stuck was just that thinking you need to struggle in a bad way, like really struggle, or if not, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I feel that. I've totally been there, man, and I'm so happy to help you get through that. And so, what did you think, or What did you think when you first heard about this, like copywriting in general and full stack email marketing? Did it seem too good to be true?
Definitely, for sure. But then you start seeing actual case studies, you start talking to people who graduated into that path. And you're even like listening to clients hiring these people, favoring them over you for doing like what seemed less than what I was doing at the time. It's just positioning. It's just what you're like talked about with the client, and you're like, why am I getting paid less when this person is doing so much less work? It's just how you came off. Like how did you come in the conversation to begin with? And um after joining the program, I was just like, okay, so there's all these other things that you're not looking at. You're just looking at the work. Oh, what is like I was looking at it quantitatively, right? Of like, I need to do X amount of work to get Y amount of money. But that's not how it works. You got to look at positioning, you got to look at the offer, you got to look at what's the best way to serve the client. What can you deliver best? And there's just all these little things that the program introduced you to and gave the right type of content and that just helped to break through so much of it. And yeah, I even though I thought it was not possible at the time, once you join the program, you're just like, okay, things are starting to make a lot more sense.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's amazing. I didn't know you were stuck for that long, by the way, and I'm really happy to help play a role in that. So, what was the one thing that made you finally decide to pull the trigger on the program? Because I remember you actually bought like from my sales page and you bought directly without a call. And
Oh
so
yeah.
there must have been a lot of trust there, bro, which I really appreciate.
I was following your journey for a while, and I think it's something about what you said, how you said things. You could tell that you are focused on the right things in the program. A lot of people, when they give a program like this, they're just thinking about how they're going to make extra money. And that's fine, but like that doesn't mean you sacrifice the quality of the program. So what you were delivering sounded like you actually put the real thought into the nitty-gritty. There's a lot of things that come into the picture that nobody talks about on the front end on the marketing. And you were like, I feel like you were very brave to touch on those things because when you say these things, you got to actually deliver it on the back end, right? And just the way you were saying it, I was just like, yeah, this is what's missing, right? From other email marketing programs or other copywriting programs. This is exactly what's missing. Everyone's just like if you see the marketing of how other programs were talking about the program was like you were signing up to be bitched at, to be shouted at, and being told the same things as like a free YouTube video can tell you what to do. And then their justification for that is like, well, what did you expect? It comes down to the basics. And as much as that's a little bit true, there's a reason why I need to pay fucking thousands of dollars to you, right? And if I just wanted someone to shout at me, I could just pay somebody else on Upwork to shout at me 5 times a day. So yeah.
Like Andy Elliott, yeah, where's your six pack? You piece of. Um, so what, give me a specific moment, like the moment you closed your first, decent client or a first revenue number you hit, or a moment that you had your first win when you realized, holy shit, this is actually real.
So uh this moment came, I think, last year or just 2, 3 months back, basically. So I was actually hitting a wall in the beginning with my clients where I was like wasn't generating as much revenue as I wanted to for them. And then after like 1 or 2 months, I just started pumping winners out for them. Like the profitable ad spend just reached, okay, 50K, 100K, 200K. And this is like within the span of like 2 months, I reached like easily 400K worth of profitable ad spend from my fucking creatives. And it just came like time after time after time for two different clients. And I was just like, all I was focused on at the time was just focusing on the principles and like volume and also just, I guess, a bit of strategy. And yeah, and also like trusting yourself. Like you just do what needs to be done and you will be able to deliver. And once I had that reputation, like now I was looked the way clients were looking at me and the way I was answering during those calls, or when they have like brainstorm meetings, the way I was responding, I was just a different person after that. When you start stacking the wins and you're just like, wait a minute, I'm here. Like the kinds of things I was talking about, this is who I dreamt of being, and it was becoming real. And it's like you pull the right levers and the results come. Like you started being able to pump winners more consistently just by following a certain process. And yeah, I would say that biggest thing is just like being able to participate in like a client call. I always felt like an imposter, like a fraud, in these meetings or in those brainstorm discussions. And now it's just like, yeah, this like I'm the guy. I'm that person who brings you conversions. I'm the guy with those ideas or thinks about things the right way. And when I could finally think about that without feeling like a fraud, without feeling anxiety, that was when I felt like it was truly like magical. Because I was like, I knew I was always that person, but you just always felt like incapable. And now it's just like, yeah, this is what I do. This is my job. This is what I'm good at.
Wow, yeah, it's actually crazy how it feels when you have a really rock solid strategy, then you deliver it to a client, and then you deploy it for the first time and you see it actually work. It's like at that moment, everything just clicks in your head. You're like, oh shit, I've probably been overthinking this for a long time.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, it's like not that deep. It's not that deep. It's like, especially with AI, it's like if you have my systems, the strategies, the $57 million email swipe vault, you have the exact email you need to write at any given moment for 50 plus different niches and verticals. And oh my gosh, it's impossible for you not to succeed, especially with the lessons on how to use AI. And so, yeah, I have much more coming for you, big man. Bunch of crazy stuff. Hopefully, you enjoy those private tools I shared with you. And I'm also going to make some lessons in the program. But yeah, man, I'm always in your corner. If you need anything, I'm committed to you getting to 25K a month. So, like, stay in touch, obviously, keep showing up to the calls, hit me up in the chats, in our private chat as well, and just stay up to date, bro. And one day I'd also love to meet you. So if I'm on that side of the world, I'll hit you up. Sometimes I'm in Thailand. And then if you're over here for an event or whatever, of course, hit me up, bro.
Dude, I'm so down for it. And I just want to say, like, I think before the program, I guess it's one last thing is just thinking of the fact of like making anything above $10,000 a month just seemed so out of reach and like impossible. And now just like $25,000 a month just sounds super attainable. It's just somehow in the reality now. And it's also thanks to the program and you.
Thank you, bro. And we're just getting started. We have a ton more stuff coming. It's going to get really crazy here. I'm going to probably do a live challenge where I just close clients live. I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to start here. You guys can watch me close 25K a month in new retainers, like live in front of you, just to, back my shit up. So I'm really excited. And yeah, stay tuned, bro. I'm excited to hang more.
Hell yeah, let's do this.
Thank you, Gutman. Appreciate you, bro. Means a lot. And yeah, I mean it. Obviously, hit me up, you know. If you need anything whatsoever. Like